evening, people. Welcome to a match of Dota 2 for GosuLeague Division 2, game number 1, season 4, play day 3, all these different kind of numbers. Actually, that was 1, 2, 3, right? Game 1, Division 2, play day 3, season 4. Booyah! Okay, never mind that. We have a match between DPP and Moscow 5, and as you can see, we are in an all-pick phase. We are gonna have 2 games between the 2 teams, by the way. It's a league system. Everybody faces each other twice. You get a point for each win that you get, and at the end of the season, the team with the most points wins. That's how league systems work. And we are in a remake because we had to have a remake so that Pursuiter could join us as well as a caster. So if you are a Russian viewer, you can check him out as well because he is casting in Russia right now. And that brings us to the game because we have ourselves a pudge. Just saying. We have ourselves a pudge and it's going to be Tyrantr playing, played by Barida. It's going to be Fada standing in on the Juggernaut. Must2k is going to be playing the Darkseer. We're going to have the pudge played by Fohu. Or otherwise known as the Bay Harbor Butcher, and it's going to be also a stand-in Sar who's going to be playing Jijikiro as a support in this game, and that is all 5 heroes on DPP as they are looking to be getting that lane advantage, and of course Juggernaut is going to be able to be there to well, no, that went well. There we go. To be helpful with being the carry in the game. At the other side, we have got ourselves Moscow 5. It's going to be Steroy who is going to be playing the Broodmother solo. On the mid lane, we're going to have Saliner on the Templar Assassin. We're going to have a tri-lane top consisting of Dread playing the Disruptor. It's going to be Nexus on the Night Stalker and Solo taking it up at the Venomancer, who already picked up a smoke as well, so going to be fairly aggressive. With that Venomancer, I hope. Of course, they are seemingly up against a solo lane, or at least it looks to be like that. It looks to be a Juggernaut, a Darkseer that's going towards there. So he will have a tough time. He did spec Surge as a first skill, so we'll be able to get some experience at least. Not really all that much last hits, but experience is something, of course, that everybody wants, obviously. And bottom lane is going to be Pudge, and just checking how the lanes are actually going to be handled, because there were a lot of options coming up from DPP about how they were actually going to lane it, but it's going to be Pudge bottom. He'll be semi-supported by a Tide here, perhaps, from the looks of it. It's going to be Jikiro who's going to be helping the Juggernaut in the mid lane, and he is actually going to be up against a Templar Assassin. So no Darkseer against a TA, which what I was expecting kind of to be earlier. Of course, Darkseer is that solid counter against the TA, no refraction for the TA. In the meantime, gank already going on here, or semi-gank going on here on Cedo. Central ward being placed, and there's the gush already. Right click's gonna happen, and just to make it known, you know, you are visible here, you are not welcome on this bottom lane, and you are gonna be harassed until Tyrantr cannot harass anymore. He's got another Sentry Ward, also picked up a smoke for him, so gonna see if he's gonna use it aggressively. In the meantime, middle lane looks to be aggressive already. Fada making sure that Templar Assassin is being forced back slightly. Of course, the lane is pushed out with that as well, which will push it back out again afterwards. But yeah, I mean, in theory, Juggernaut's Blade Dance, or Blade Fury, will pop off the refraction as well, so DPP all around, they have good counters against that Templar Assassin. Of course, the Rot from the Pudge as well, and having said that, the Rot from the Pudge will actually also help killing off the Spiderlings of Cedo. We actually have Jikiro now moving towards the bottom lane as well, so we're gonna leave the Juggernaut alone, or at least they are gonna leave the Juggernaut alone. Darkseer, in the meantime, getting harassed slightly, not able to be in experience range at all at this trial, and it's going to be Dread that makes sure of that, which will leave Night Stalker to be able to free farm. And that might not be what you actually want. In the meantime, more harassment coming up, and Broodmother lane actually gets pushed back towards her tower, so she gets some last hits, and more importantly, she's getting experience right now, which is of course something that you are very happy with if you're on the solid solo lane, side solo lane, which is of course something that of course Darkseer is not getting, even though this harassment on Dread is actually quite heavy. I'm gonna be dropping to the Disruptor. Oh, this is the Disruptor, what am I saying? Surge away there, Night Stalker lands a void, should be fine though. Templar Assassin picking up a haste rune. It looks like Juggernaut is in a bit of trouble right now. I mean, he doesn't have any regens, the courier is not moving, and Templar Assassin, she has a refraction, so if she wants to go on him, he's not free to take any last hits right now. So he is playing it very careful until the lane is pushed out further. And we're gonna see him be careful for a while, until he actually has enough gold to get a bottle, because he just doesn't have that yet. He did put up his healing word now, so that will definitely help. It's only level 1 though, but still, every little bit helps. will give him enough HP to stay alive for a while. In the meantime, this trial lane looking to be very aggressive. We've got level 2 up on the Brute Mother right now still, but also level 3s and level 2s on the rest of the heroes here, so I'm not getting that much experience. In the meantime, Thunder Strike up on his Darkseer, and it's gonna be, oh, Blade Fury. Temporary Assassin might take a fall here, no. Juggernaut backing off, and now he has a bottle though.
Denied.
And that's a courier standing right there, but that's a bottle for the Templar Assassin as well. So both these two players getting their bottle at about the same time. I'm not quite sure what the courier is still hanging around here. But there we go. It was a bit of a tricky situation. I have to say, all these 3 lanes are looking to have potential first blood, because we have Seedoy getting ready to be ganked. There is a central ward being there. There are 3 versus 1, so that's always a tricky situation, just like this top lane. If Must2K is making a mistake here, he'll be caught out. But this mid lane definitely not having any last action either. So I'm kinda at a loss right now on where to be expecting the first blood. Oh, this might not. No. Blade Fury. The refraction went off really fast. You saw it just there. I mean, it was just up and then bam, already off again. It's gonna be Juggernaut. Gonna check out that for that rune, but it's gonna be Venomancer that should be there first. So we'll be picking up the double damage rune. I might do something with that as well, as we have Jakiro. He also checked the rune, but he's gonna just, oh, a hook lands on Cedo. This actually might be turning into a kill. And that is gonna be turning into a kill, and Jakiro's IFAT actually picking up the last hit. So that is me happy that I did miss first blood. But I have to say, I mean, all these lanes have a lot of action in them. Gale going off on the Juggernaut, double damage rune, doing some damage and making sure that the TA can farm pretty safely. He shouldn't be able to kill it though. I mean, Solo is level 2, Juggernaut level 5, and now Solo is being shown who's boss, and that is the Juggernaut in the case of a 1 versus 1 with the, even with the double damage Venomancer. But yeah, bottom lane in the lead with the first blood. Of course, experience going to the Pudge as well, even though we didn't get the last hit. It's actually quite nice to have that first blood going to a support, just to be able to have that, you know, those wards, having boots for your support. It's all those utility thingies that you kind of want. Still, the Templar Assassin now diving mid lane, and that was Juggernaut going down, and that is the start of a level 6 TA. And we're gonna see her jumping around a lot more, even though she has not started on her phase boost just yet. Almost have it complete there though, and I have to say, oh, that was not me pausing, but I seemingly have dropped some frames, but it seems to be stable again. Not that many though, like small amount. So I hope everything is stable again. And we have got a sorry for the paused game. In the meantime, Juggernaut back inside the middle lane. We see the Darkseer. Oh wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? Do you have level 6? No, you don't. Look at that harassment that he took while he was in the Blade Fury. This is just a lot there. And the healing ward will make sure that he can stay alive a little bit longer. But yeah, the Darkseer gets forced back. He's level 2 right now. But yeah, this tower is going to be very squishy. And now it's darkness time. It is the Darkseer. Ironically enough, that's gonna die in darkness, because of Night Stalker, and the tower will drop as well. So that is an advantage on the top lane. So trial lane working out for both teams right now, with more aggressiveness coming from M5, because they already took down the tower, while DPP not able to take down the tower yet in the bottom lane. But at the same time, I mean, it's both trial lanes working out. I mean, if you look at the last hits, yes, it's gonna be the Darkseer, sorry, the Night Stalker being a high spawn there, and it's nighttime, so he thinks, you know what, I am a Night Stalker, so I should stalk, and he's gonna stalk the bottom lane. He's gonna be helped out by the Jakiro there as well, who's gonna be spotted already. Sorry, that's not the Jakiro, that's the Templar Assassin. There's the damage, and look at that, and that is the Templar Assassin picking off the Juggernaut, the Tidehunter already. Pudge gets a hook, swaps around, so make sure that he might be able to stay alive, but no, 50% slow there, and the haste rune from Selenar is gonna do, well, it's gonna be really annoying. Pudge will not be able to get away. Get to this member of there is the Jakiro, and that is gonna be an ice bath, but now he has to run away. Now he is probably gonna die as well. Tower doing a lot of damage up on that TA though. Needs one more right click. No, the melt damage is there. Jakiro still died to the Night Stalker, but this Templar Assassin is pretty low here. Should be okay though, with the Spiderlings tanking up the tower, and of course Refraction there as well helping out. But that is M5 in the lead. Of course Night Stalker still died, but I mean, he got the earn charges, he got a kill, and the hook does not land on Seedoy. But yeah, that was was not too bad for the DPP either, even though of course they would have wanted to do better. I mean, the thing with the tri lane is you want to get some levels on the heroes that were on your tri lane, and this Tidehunter, who is a hero that you want to have because he has a Ravage. That's why you pick him. That's why you pick the Tidehunter for his Ravage, basically. And he doesn't have it, and he doesn't have it, and right now that's a big loss for him because his Night Stalker is level 7 and he is on the hunt, and there is gonna be a deny though, that kill making it possible. Tidehunter still getting picked up, but making sure it was not 2 kills that they got, but just 1. Smoke up. This Night Stalker is far from done as the nighttime has not been over yet, so he... as if a smoke is not enough invisibility as well. Here comes the Gale, lands on 2 star, level 4, lands an Ice Path. Will only delay it though. Omni Slash will still pick up the Venomancer. TP out from Jakiro should make him fine as well. Surprisingly so. And now Juggernaut Blade Fury TP out. And they will be able to get away from this gank that I thought was so gonna be going the way of M5. And I have to say, with all these ganks going on, with the towers going down, I'm actually gonna put this one to net worth because that one is more important right now. Look at that. By Spiralings. In the meantime, Void on the Pudge. And there is the right clicks and the earn charts and the deny from himself from the rod. In the meantime, tower will still go down. That will be the second tower going down here for DPP if it actually drops, or on DPP's side in favor of M5, obviously. But this game already showing a lot of action. That's of course what you would expect with a Night Stalker in the game. Tidehunter, I'm not sure what he was thinking here. Thinking maybe Darkseer can do something. He's gonna get an Ice Shell. Ice Path doesn't hit on anybody just yet. Dust being popped. Gonna find the Broodmother. There's now 3 heroes here of DPP, but they are on the run right now. Darkseer has a surge again in 3 seconds, but is not gonna be able to stay alive long enough to do anything with it. Jakiro still has something. Ice Path does not hit anything right now, and yeah, he goes down. Night Stalker's forward, and it's Tidehunter that is on the run, and we'll drop her as well. And that was a double kill for Nexus, a kill for the Venomancer. So that was 3 heroes going down there. Espada is still trying to get his farm up. He's got 40 losses, but as we look at his net worth, he is highest up on his team by quite a large margin actually, but look at the differences between those heroes, and actually Pudge was not done just yet. He picked up the Broodmother still. Is he going to be paying for that? Nexus still wants more. It is still nighttime. He needs 1 more hit. Is he going to get it? Hook is going to get the Venomancer. Venomancer dies, but as does the Butcher. Night Stalker picking him up, and Jakiro trying to defend the lane. Night Stalker actually backing up now that he sees the tide again, and Juggernaut now picking up the Templar Assassin, and that's a Glimp back, making sure that maybe Disruptor can pick up this Fada, but I don't think that is going to be happening anytime soon. Darkseer now TPing here. He is level 5 by the way, so no Darkseer Illusion Roll replicable just yet, and that's something that you kind of want to have if you verse the Night Stalker, but no such thing just yet. And there's the surge. He's going to be able to get away. Still going to get a kill. But here comes the Night Stalker actually by Juggernaut and by Darkseer as well, I would imagine. Hook actually gets the Night Stalker still though. Pudge making it happen, making sure that they don't go home empty-handed. And these Venomancer wards kind of block him off, so he couldn't go for more there. Maybe he's going to get another hook though. He has the hook off cooldown again. Needs to get it. Juggernaut's going to be able to try to help. Here's the Ice Path. Here's the Dismember if he wants it. Actually gets the kill on the Disruptor first, and that is the Dismember, and that is a triple kill for the Bay Harbor Butcher, doing his name justice right there. And he is a 5-4-4. He's been in 7 kills out of the total of 9 kills on DP so far. In the meantime, Broodmother was able to pick up the Tidehunter on this bottom lane, able to get away from the tower there as well. And Tidehunter still level 5, so still no Ravage for him, as the tower is already getting pressured slightly soon by all these Spiralings and a creep wave as well. In the meantime, mid lane action is still not over just yet. TP's in there. Void, Pudge, gonna be silenced here, gonna go down. And it's going to be the Juggernaut that's going to try to get away, but that Static Storm just make sure he cannot do anything right now. And there's the Omni Slash. We'll buy him some time, but it's 4 for 1, 4 for 2 even, and he is not able to do anything with that. Glimpse back on the Jakiro here, gets 50% slow on him, gets silenced, gets kinetic fielded, and gets killed off with the Night Stalker picking up the last hit. And the last tier 1 tower standing on DPP will drop here as well, and I have to say, I mean, there is action all around, but it's looking like M5 is just, it's totally dominating. I said at the start of the game, I don't know if I said it during the drafting phase actually, which is actually not in the VOD for the people that are watching the VOD, sorry for that, or if I said it later on. But the thing that's going to matter here is the laning stages. or the thing that were gonna matter were the laning stages, because both of these two teams don't have an anti-mage or a void, faceless void that is, or, you know, something like that, something of a hard carry. Of course, Juggernaut can potentially do it, but he also needs a good laning phase. So, it was going to depend on the laning phase, and here comes the Juggernaut. The TP support's going to come in. The question is if it's going to be in time there. Hook lands on a creep only, still going to be able to pick up the Templar Assassin, though, and he buys back Venomancer, died as well there. And we're going to see if they're going to be able to pick up more Ice Path once again. Doesn't pick anybody up. There's the kinetic field, does lock in the Pudge there. But the rest seemingly able to back off, and the TA is back, and she wants blood, she wants revenge. Ice Path will stop everybody here. Hook lands on the Disruptor, who goes down, and the Ravage level 6 Tidehunter will make sure that the just bought back Templar Assassin will die again. And Night Stalker now on the run. It is, I have to say, it looks, every time I look it seems like it's nighttime, but it is 5 AM, so it's gonna be daytime soon again, which will mean that we're probably gonna see Night Stalker stop running around for a bit longer. But yeah, a lot of action in this game. We already have like 31 kills right now in 13 minutes. Am I counting that properly? Yes, I am. Whew. Cool stuff. One thing that I have to say though, I mean, yes, DPP is getting kills. They're definitely getting kills in return, but it seems like they're only getting them because M5 is just slightly too greedy sometimes. Because, well, DPP is not getting anything in return for the kills. They don't get any towers just yet, and M5, they are getting towers. And they are getting towers during fights. They are having some split push in the way of a Broodmother that has been able to push already slightly on the tier 2. That's actually already gone, so towers, 5 towers in favor right now of M5, and that will make the gold graph be around 8k. It was more before, but that is the kills that were done in return, especially the Templar Assassin that died twice there and bought back, making a lot of difference. And this Templar Assassin went for full race band build. What is that? I mean, really? Where are the face boots? No face boots. It's a bit of an awkward build, something that we don't see every day, but so far, I mean, she does have 4 kills. She's been in 7 kills in total. We're going to see how that's going to be working out for them. In the meantime, it's going to be Venomancer all by himself here. Now, with the Disruptor coming in as well, lands a glimpse up on the Juggernaut, the kinetic Static Storm as well, and it will be Omni Slash to death as soon as that one ends. So they get 2 kills here on the top lane. And a TP from Pudge because he needs to defend this bottom lane, otherwise this Broodmother will just push in. Broodmother, who picked up a Necronomicon, has it level 1 so far, but will of course use it to continue pushing, and the hook is not going to hit it. Close though, it was very close. It was a blind hook obviously. But yeah, it's an active game so far. That is the first tower going down. Let's take a look at what items these heroes have, because we haven't really been able to take a look at that just yet. Juggernaut, of course, has died 3 times. He's actually 3. Is TPing now to the base, and Roshan gets taken down by the Dire and picked up by the Templar Assassin, who's got 1100 gold. Still don't know what she actually wants after this one, but so far, oh well, we'll find out soon enough, I guess. If it's going to be a Blink Dagger or something that we haven't seen before as well. It's going to be Pudge trying to land a hook because they do know that she's there. There's the Iron Shell, no more refraction for you. Here comes the Pudge, and I don't know why Pudge is going there, and that's a hook that misses. It's still going to be, I am not sure what the TA was thinking there, but she drops, or at least Agents gets popped there. Glim's back from the Pudge, Rabbits get used to hits on the TA again. TA, you are so dead. There he goes. Hook this time lands, and again doesn't land again. 6 seconds until it happens again. In the meantime, here comes the Night Stalker, gonna go into the Jakiro. Kinetic Field, Static Storm, locks in the Pudge. Pudge moves away from the Static Storm again. And it's gonna be Jakiro that drops. There's a hook on a friendly target. Not something that he wanted, but the Disruptor still drops. 2 for 1 right now. Night Stalker still on the hunt, perhaps. Or maybe he's gonna try to get away, just like this Venomancer who lands a Gale on the Pudge. Pudge who still has a hook as well as a Dismember if he wants it. There's the Vacuum in. Still no Dismember, but Solo, you are gonna die as well. Darkseer picking up the last hit, and that is just M5 overextension. It went from very much in favor to M5 with these kills. It is now 18 to 19, and I'm surprised that we don't see the gold graph dropping off more than we do see now, but this Invisible Night Stalker might be trying to get some action here. Let's see. 4 heroes here, though. Is he going to be trying that by himself? TP out from the Darkseer, TP in from someone else, TP in for the TA. Let's see what they're going to go for. It's going to be the Tidehunter, level 9. There's the Dismember on the TA instantly as she dies again, as well as the Night Stalker. M5! Not playing like we are used to from them, and Pudge will be staying alive even though it was very close to dying. There was still a glimpse up on the Juggernaut, but he's just able to TP out, and I have to say, no, I'm not even gonna say that because it doesn't sound very professional, but I mean, I was not expecting M5 to be playing like this after getting that head start. Look at that gold graph, back to 5k in favor still of M5, but that's because of the towers. As soon as DPP starts taking down more towers, that gold graph will definitely be spiking upwards towards DPP's favor, but the experience graph tells us a clearer story because they have been able to pick up a lot of kills, to be fair. It went from 13 to 18 to 20 to 19, and that's a big difference. Of course, this Brute Mother is still dangerous, still farming, level 2 Necronomicon now, and we'll be able to continuously split push, so DPP won't be able to be out of the race for team fights all that much, even though they of course want to with the Tidehunter in their team, but you know, they're not able to do that unless they pick up the Brute Mother first. So she will still be a dangerous hero in this game, as well as a Templar Assassin, even though I have to say, I mean, last time we saw her she had 1k gold and these items, and now she has 600 gold in these items, so it's not growing all that fast. Jakiro is going to be hiding here trying to make something happen, but of course Tito saw that, so maybe he's trying to go on it, because the TA is here as well. Ice Shell's there, let's see, there's Unsustainable Hunger, Dust as well, Ice Path is going to land on the TA only though, and there is a surge away. Jakiro is going to be fine. It should be safe, and here comes more support incoming. It's gonna be 3 versus 5. Ice Path, Legend on 2, Vacuum, Macropire, Darkseer Wall. Is it gonna be enough? Stelioner already dead. It's gonna be Disrupted that picks up the Darkseer still. Nice Kinetic Field, and Static Storm is delaying the chase from DPP. It will be enough by the looks of it, unless there's gonna be a good hook. No. Close though, but no cigar. And will really result into the last tier 1 tower on the map dying most likely. At the same time, this Night Stalker is going to be on this top lane, trying to kill Afada. He silenced him. It is nighttime also, but it's going to be Nexus that's going to be having to back away here, with Fada able to just make sure that the Creep Wave dies, and hook lands on the Spiraling. Not going to happen here. Tower will probably still drop, but ooh, Glim's back on the punch inside Kinetic Field. Guys lands, TP in from the Night Stalker. Ravage only hits the Brute Mother though. Bit early Ravage, I do believe. Void and Silence up on this Pudge here, as he's getting arrested by Naxxus. Is there going to be more? Is there going to be an Ice Path? It's going to be an Ice Path, but it doesn't hit anybody apart from Cito, who just rocks right into that one. Kinetic Field again, but only on the Jakiro, and he gets hooked out. Nice plays. Should be fine. Silence again on the Pudge. Ice Path again, doesn't hit anybody. Is he going to be able to be saved? He's going to try to TP out. Should be. No. Is going to die, and his Brute Mother that picks up the last hit. Tower still drops. I have to say, it is good that M5 got those, but it could have ended a lot worse for DPP, I do believe, with the Jakiro there also being in a bit of trouble, but able to back out. He's got his mechanism complete now, as we see Mana Boots up on the Tidehunter. He's almost got his Blink Dagger, and let's take a look at this Juggernaut. He's got himself a Vanguard, so we'll be able to take the initial burst coming off from M5, which is of course the thing that hurts most, like the Void, like the melt damage, like the Spawn Spiralings on Brute Mother. So a good item there. We have got the Blink Dagger now on the Tide indeed, and we have got the Darkseer completed actually his pipe. So prime items, core items are up on the side of DPP. Let's take a look at M5 and see what they got. We have the Necronomicon level 3 right now on Cedar, so he got an extra level up on that one. Disruptor, he picked himself up a medallion of course, so they might be going for Roshan again soon, even though it's 4 minutes rather, before it's back up again. I don't know what to say about the Templar Assassin, because she still has the same items as when we last looked, which is something that just seems very strange to me, but you know, it happens I guess. This Night Stalker though, he's been doing quite well. He's 10 to 3, he's got his Aghanim Scepter up, so we'll be able to be a radar Night Stalker to see everything on the map, and of course that would be complete if he picks up a gem, but I don't think that's very much of a priority right now, because they don't seem to be caring all too much on where people are. Dread though, gonna get an Omni Slash, and it's gonna be the Gush that finish off the Disruptor. Here comes the Jakiro as well. Macropire, no Macropire, nothing needed. Dust still hits, Refraction up, and you're still not dead though, and that's the last hit. Juggernaut doing the works, and that's 2 versus 3, and that is both the TA as well as the Disruptor by themselves on the wrong side of the river, and they paid for that one. And I have to say, I find M5 not playing like I was expecting them to. Or I could say DPP is playing a pretty strong game here. No, they are just taking all the opportunity that they can from the mistakes that M5 is making. Blade Mail up on the punch, and he's gonna try to go for Cito. You can't fight him right now though. Unsatiable Hunger still up. One more hit needed. Bam! Spawns Spider Links, finishing the job. And that's gonna be Darkseer, maybe trying to do something here. Running after him. He's just gonna go for Spider Links instead, or at least just one. And the last Necronomicon Archer also. Perhaps. Look at the arrows. He's so fast. Okay, there he goes. Anyway. Yeah, this is the guy that hasn't died that much just yet. The guy that dies least actually on the dire side, so he's gonna be able to just continue his streak. And we also see him highest up on net worth. That is because he is the Brute Mother. It's gonna be Night Stalker that's second highest up on there, so M5 still very high up on that list. But the next four after these two are all Radiant side, and they are still one tower. It is still one tower in favor of M5, so that tower extra is money that M5 already has, which DPP still has to get at some point. So. Oh, let's take a look at the gold graph. Well, if with that tower, it would still be in favor of M5, but it's really, the difference is really not that much. Kinetic Storm, Aesthetic Storm, Kinetic Field, and there is Blade Fury as well. Ravage being used. 3 heroes here for M5. This member up on Stellar who will go down here is gonna be the Disruptor that gets killed off by the Juggernaut, and the support Venomancer is gonna be the only one backing off from that one. And I have to just say sorry for this because I have to just pick a cat up and put him on the floor because I can't really see anything right now. Gale and Venomancer ult hitting upon this Pudge. It's gonna try to get him a hook on 8 seconds though, and it's gonna be a Surge that will be able to get him into range there. Look at that. Is it gonna be enough? 3 seconds until the hook, 2 seconds until the dismember. Solo trying to get away from it. Oh, hook doesn't hit, but the vacuum in, and that's not gonna do it. They actually back off, thinking that, well, actually knowing there would be a support incoming for that Venomancer. Night Stalker is gonna try to get this punch. There's a hook still, doesn't hit on the Venomancer as he probably was intended. Blade Fury on though. Nex is doing some damage to himself right now. Gale still hits on the punch. Darkness being popped, and it is gonna be the punch that will take a fall and is not able to deny himself, unfortunately. So, in the meantime, tier 3 tower dropped here because, like I said, I mean, that Brood Mother is just being Brood Mother. Barracks even took some heat as well, and that's just the power of the Brood Mother. As soon as you're fighting else, well, Brood Mother will make sure that you pay for that you don't have anybody on the lane versus that Brood Mother, and that will hurt them in the long run a lot, especially now that these barracks are bare, and that is not a good thing. In the meantime, couple of seconds before the Roshan will be coming back, so M5 will have a next target to get some money from, apart from the last tier 2 tower standing on the game, which is this one on the middle lane. And with the double damage room from the TA, it will drop very fast. So we're gonna see how fast that goes, because I don't think that DP can really contest that, even though, well, no, they don't have a Ravage Net for another 40 seconds, so no Roshan for them. They are ahead on kills right now, they are ahead on experience, partly because of that as well. And it is, I have to say, both of the graphs are very even and doesn't really tell us anything about the game apart from the dangers that both teams have right now. For M5 it's overextension, for DPP it is leaving Broodmother alone. That is basically the risks of that was very fast. It's basically the risk of both teams right now. Night Stalker picking up the Aegis. He is seemingly going for a heart right now. So being nice and tanky, and yeah, you know, that's the typical build that we see from a Night Stalker. Not specifically the heart, but at least a very tanky build, and he does have that almost. In the meantime, it's going to be DPP that looking to force out a teamfight here. Ravage is back up. Tier 2 tower is going to take some heat. Liquid Fire already on there. And it's gonna be TP incoming from the TA first, so let's see, here comes the rest as well. Void already up on the Darkseer, TA already backing off, but it will be the first one to go down. Ravage being used, hits on 2, Venomancer dead, Night Stalker looking for a target, who's he gonna find? Cedoid taking a lot of damage, going down here, Disruptor on the way out, Nexus left with 42 HP, it should be a way there. Oh, Blink in from the Tide, trying to find him, find Stellar instead, who bought back TA. Is not going to be able to do anything here anymore, though. It's going to be a triple kill for the Pudge. Nice hook! Nice hook. I'm not sure if that's really what you wanted to do with such a low HP Pudge, but the Dismember is going to be there, and the rest is going to be there, and that's going to be a kill. Blink in from the Tide again, purely because he could, and that's an ultra kill coming off from the Bay Harbor Butcher. And that is a typical good name for him in this game, I have to say. And this will actually mean maybe Barracks here as well. Or no, Barracks, maybe not Barracks, but at least a tier 3 tower hook. Ice Pass damage. Nexus, you are a goner, or at least Aegis is gonna be popped. There is gonna be Dismember again in 3 seconds, so might be enough to take him down, unless he's gonna be fast enough to do that. Vacuum in, where's the Dismember? There's the Dismember, and that is gonna be, should be a kill. He's gonna try to lure them out though. 37 13 HP left, and that Shakiro actually is damaged, ticking still, getting the last with Kinetic Field. Will lock them in place, but it doesn't really matter that much. They want to be here anyway because they want to take care of the tower. But the change from the Night Stalker actually made sure that they were able to buy some time for people to be back up again. In the meantime, Cedar having to back off from this again. Barracks are going to be under pressure here. DPP laying down the hurt, as some would say. It is going to be an Ice Path again on the Templar Assassin. Hook will miss here, but the TA dies again, and the GG gets cold. It is DPP that takes a win against M5 in game number 1 for GosuLeague Division 2. It started out amazing for M5, but they are not able to withstand this lineup from DPP right now. And I have to almost say that was basically their own fault. But we'll see what they're gonna do in game number 2, because game number 2 is gonna come up shortly after this one. After we either see the Venomancer disconnect, or we see these this throne exploding. So that's what we're gonna wait for. This is, like I said, a GosuLeague Division 2 match. It was game number 1. Each team will face each other twice, and in the whole league, that is. And you get a point for each win. So right now DP getting 1 point for this matchup, and at the end of the season the team with the most points wins. That's the way the league system works. And for Division 2, it is also the fact that if you are the winner, you are going towards Division 1, which is of course where you want to be, because that is where the money is at. Now we're patiently waiting until this throne is going to be exploding. So my name is Sheever. I am a GosuGamers caster. If you want to find out more about GosuLeague, you can go to gosugamers.net/Dota2, and you can find all the information there. There is also a contest right now for rocket material if you want to try that out, because should be if you are good in predicting matches, then you should definitely check that out, because it's a GosuBet match, GosuBet contest. You can check it out by clicking on the website in the banner on the right side. A little link on the right side, and we're gonna wait until Creeps finished it up apparently. So yeah, well, let's jump ourselves into game number 2 quite quickly, because I am curious to see what these two teams are gonna have next, because this game was one full of action. It was 59 kills in almost 30 minutes. That's a lot of kills, and we're gonna see what they're gonna have for us next. Just letting you see the stats for a little while longer. But to be fair, kind of already knew what everybody was having there. Anyway, there we go. Let's jump ourselves into game number 2. Stay tuned for more Dota 2 action coming right up.